It's a new day, new opportunities to be great. What's going on, little sis? New opportunities to be great today. Today is Wednesday. That means we are focusing on our emotional health pillar, right? When we're focused on our emotional health pillar, we want to get better emotionally. Don't want to be out here stressed out. We don't want to be out here full of anxiety. We don't want to be out here full of depression. Today is a new day. It's a new opportunity to get right. Let me see if I got this YouTube link working right on Fanbase. It wants to work, but then it stops. Yeah, so I'm trying out all these new platforms. I'm trying to get it right. Um, I think Fanbase is a really cool platform. It's black owned, so I want to try to get a sense of going live on there in the mornings. Dang on. My bad, IG. I got y'all shaking. I can't even touch the desk without it shaking. Um, it's the phone stand I got. It just makes everything shake. I apologize about that, but it's all good. Let me see what else is going on. What else is going on here? I got the "You Are Enough" hat on today. You are enough. You are enough. You know that you all can get a copy of this hat. Uh, I'll make sure if you're interested, let me know. I'll send you all the link. Let me see. Hold on. Share. I wonder why this isn't working. All right, so copy the clipboard. Y'all, I invested in, and I'm pretty excited about it. I invested in a AI editor, an AI editor. Um, there we go. I invested in the AI editor so that I can start to chop up these videos and be real cool like uh like how the kids are. Okay, and this is cool. It looks like I got my watch party set up too. All righty. So I'm able to get the watch party on Fanbase. I thought that was pretty cool, even though I think I just shut it down. And I'm able to do, okay, there you go. Party's up. All right, so I'm able to do the watch party. I'm able to and the cool thing about the watch party is now for fan base, I don't actually have to have the camera facing me, right? Because it's pulling from the YouTube feed, which is perfect. You all check out and follow me on YouTube, the warm-up show, on YouTube. We're trying to build that audience. What's up, Buddha? I'm gonna have Rajan on with me on Friday. We're gonna talk about financial literacy. We're going to get better in that area, budgeting, saving, investing. He's got the sauce and he has a special product and tool to help us along that way. It's actually a really, really good uh, time for us to come together and dive into those topics. You know, right now is actually a good time to start putting money up because of the way the economy is going. Probably see some really good returns over the next few years. Um, Let's see what we got. Want to dive in. So, for a lot of you who don't know, the warm up, win the morning, win the day. If you're new to this morning show, a lot of the content, even when we start doing our interviews and having folks come on, is going to be centered around what you find here in the book, right? It's going to be centered around what you find here in the book, the Win the Morning, Win the Day book. It's called The Warm Up. You can find it on Amazon. And the gist of the book is the same as the show. Hold up here. I really need a new desk lamp because I feel like on YouTube I am really feel like I'm really dark. This light just doesn't want to work. Yeah, I feel like I'm really dark on YouTube. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But the whole gist of the book is how can we all get better? How can we get better spiritually? mentally, emotionally, physically, financially? How can we level up today? How can we be our best selves? And so what we ask folks to do is to dive into the book and take some actions in your morning that are going to set you up for success throughout the day. One of the first things we ask people to do is have a mirror moment, which means you're going to have some private time with yourself. All right, you're gonna have some private time with yourself. Um, you brushed your hair, you washed your face, you brushed your teeth, you made your bed. It's time to get started on your day. And so, what you want to do is start to speak some positive things into existence over your life, right? You want to start diving into healthy affirmations. I love affirmations. I think everyone should exercise the utilization of affirmations and positive self-speak. It will really help you throughout your day, and help boost your spirits, help boost your energy levels. And if you're not going to treat yourself well, then who will, right? So you kind of set a tone of expectation for yourself. Growing emotionally is not something that we just do overnight, right? We live, we learn, we experience, and then we grow, right? Um, you can't just sit around. You can't just sit around complaining and crying and expect things to change. You must act. You are the change maker. You are the change maker. Some of us are sitting around and waiting for somebody to come along, fairy godmother to come along and change your lives. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It has to be you. It has to be you. You have to dig down deep inside of you, find the answers, find the motivation, and weather your storms. And I think you'll be just fine. I think you'll be just fine if you're intentional about this process. We are going to get better together, a little bit of accountability, get the book, and we can all grow together spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. One of the things you'll find throughout the book are a series of motivating quotes and comments, not just from me, but from other people, right? So I'll actually do something different today. I'll actually read off some motivational quotes as it relates to our emotional health, right? This quote says, growth is painful. Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. Nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong, right? There's so much more that the world has in store for you. There's so much more potential in you that needs to be unlocked, right? Um, at least if you try, you're not stuck. Being stuck is the easiest way to go nowhere, right? So don't get stuck. Don't get down on yourself. Don't get defeated before you've even tried to jump out there and innovate and create and start your own business and get that new job and you know invest that money into an opportunity with friends and family. Don't sit stuck and then years later wonder why you've never had a chance to move forward. Um, this is a big one when it comes to emotional well-being and emotional health. This is a big one. Forget your past, forgive yourself, and begin again right now. Forget your past, forgive yourself, and begin again right now. Emotional health. Listen, y'all, we are not our past. We are not our mistakes. We are not our setbacks and failures, right? We are a story of rebounding, of renewing. We are a story of comebacks, right? We are a story of underdogs that won the game, right? So when life beats you up a little bit and you have a setback and that next thing that you want for yourself doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, right? Just remember that you are resilient. Remember that you have what it takes to weather the storm. God won't give you more than you can bear. What's going on? I read, um, let me see. Let me see another good quote. Another good quote. This is a good one because I want you all to take this as I want you all to take this as a sign to get out there and try to educate yourself on this matter. Um, it is very important. Here's the quote. It is very important to understand that emotional intelligence is not the opposite of intelligence. It's not the opposite of intelligence. It is not the triumph of heart over head. It is the unique intersection of both. It is the unique intersection of both. And this is why at the warm up, we talk about mental health and how it impacts our emotional health, right? So, in short, it is very important for you to understand that emotional intelligence is the unique intersection of both a healthy heart and a healthy mind, right? It's the intersection of both a healthy heart and a healthy mind together. Uh, your mind and your thoughts will influence the type of actions, um, you carry out into the world. What's up, Nisi? What's going on? Shout out to my Facebook family. Deanna, what's going on, sis? Shout out to my Nisi. Um, all right. Let me see. Do I want to do another quote? I like this last quote because this goes back to us redeeming ourselves, right? And knowing that we are more than 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 our mistakes, right? We are more than our failures. Check this quote out. This quote says, I am not what happened to me. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I am what I choose to become. The choice is yours. You have the power, right? I am not what happened to me, Facebook. I am what I choose to become. You have the power. Um, and because you have the power, I'm gonna give you all some tips, some tools, some strategies, things that you have to try on if you want to grow, if you want to get better, right? Some things you got to try on. Trust me on this. Um, Number one for today. This is not how they're listed in the book. Number one for today. Um, get some new friends. Get some new friends. I'm not saying get rid of your old friends. What I'm saying is get some new friends, right? Get out and socialize. Join a meetup group. Get into a new circle of people that may have something else to offer into your life. It's not always good for you to be the smartest, brightest, most successful person in the room, right? Surround yourself with some people that got a little bit to offer, a little bit to give back to you. Find yourself some new friends and acquaintances. You will be surprised at the type of boost you get emotionally from involving yourself in some new things. Um, if it's necessary, and I'm not going to harp on this too much, but if it is necessary, get some counseling. Get some counseling. You have friends and family you could talk to first. You have religious support in your church, your pastors, your reverend, your deacons, right? You can your deaconess. You can go talk to those folks. But if you have health insurance, you also have um, an opportunity to go ahead and get some therapy and talk to a professional and get some counseling. And don't be ashamed. It's good. It's good to get those feelings and emotions out. And somebody's got to listen. Not all of us have a friend that's willing to offer their ear without a whole bunch of feedback and their own opinions, right? Counselors and therapists are really good at just listening. Let me see. Remember this. Remember this. This is a biggie, especially as it relates to emotional health. Laughter is good for the soul. Laughter is good for the soul. Laughter is good for the soul, right? Why so serious all the time? You have to find some time to decompress. You have to find some time to let your hair down. You have to find some time to put your feet up and just turn on whatever your favorite source of entertainment is and find yourself some chuckles, right? It's important. It really, really, really is important to our emotional and mental health. And you feel good physically. Laughter is a good time, right? I went to a comedy show the other day, and I'll tell you a joke that the guy said at the comedy show, which I thought was hilarious. The guy at the comedy show, he gets on stage and he says, "Guess what, guys?" He said, "Guess what, y'all?" He looked really upset. He said, "Guess what?" He said, "Can y'all believe?" He said, "Can y'all believe I went to a comedy club last night and them people was in there laughing?" I don't know. I thought that was funny. And then he looked at us like we was crazy, like we didn't get the joke because nobody laughed initially, but it was just funny. It was a funny joke. All right, back to it. Back to it. Um, emotionally focused, emotionally focused tips. Folks, um, try to be present, right? Try to take a break if necessary. Try to calm yourself when you feel like you're getting worked up, right? It's so important. Don't ever let anyone knock you off your square. Don't ever let anyone knock you off your square and have you out here looking a fool, right? Check your emotions at the door. Show up as your best self and represent yourself the way that you want to be represented, because your life is bigger than that moment in time. Sometimes we let our emotions get the best of us, and we forget that there's so much more than life than this moment in time. I used to work in reentry work, right? Gentlemen or women who went to prison and were coming home and trying to get their lives back in order. And you'd be surprised at how many people's lives change in an instant because they couldn't manage their emotions, right? So let's get smarter about that. Um, last tip. As much as you need to go out there and get new friends, you also need to surround yourself with people who love you, friends and family that just uplift you spiritually. You just can't wait to spend time with them. There's nothing like a hug from your auntie, a laugh with your cousin, some advice from your uncles. It's nothing like it, right? Spend some time with people you love. You will get a huge emotional boost from that experience. If you do all of these things, follow the advice from the quotes, listen to the tips that I just shared, you'll have deeper relationships, you'll have a higher self-esteem, you'll have more energy, you'll have ability to cope with challenges. You will be mentally and emotionally in a better place if you prioritize your emotional health. Um, Look in the mirror, repeat after me, get out here and have a great day. I master my emotions by changing my thoughts. I master my emotions by changing my thoughts. I know how to stay cool in stressful situations. I know how to stay cool in stressful situations. Affirmation: I welcome the lessons my feelings provide. I welcome the lessons my feelings provide. Affirmation: I always take time to process my feelings. I always take time to process my feelings. Last but not least, I don't allow myself or my fears to control how I feel. I don't allow my fears to control how I feel, right? We're bigger than that. God's got our back. We're doing all the right things. It's going to work out in your favor. I promise. Stay consistent, stay motivated, stay hungry. Self-love is the best love. Forgive yourself. We want to get rid of depression, anxiety, and worry. We're going to rid that out of our lives. We are going to grow emotionally today. We're going to get better. Okay? God bless. God bless. Win the morning, win the day. Get the book on Amazon. Get the book on Amazon or inbox me, and I'll find you and make sure that you get a signed copy. God bless. God bless. I love y'all. Peace.